My physique doesn't have the biggest muscles, but the one thing about it is that it is shredded, and I've managed to maintain it as shredded for 2 years already. And in this video, I will go over the 3 most important things I have been doing to get this result. The first and most important thing by far has been calorie tracking. I started out as fat, and for the vast majority of my weight loss, I didn't track calories at all. I just had a rough idea of them in mind, but nothing more. And I managed to lose weight. But the thing was that once I got the lean physique, I had a really hard time maintaining it. It's like I didn't really know how much I should be eating. I developed some sort of an ED, an eating disorder, because I just wanted to maintain it. I didn't want to rebound, but I didn't know how much exactly I needed to eat. That's when I started to calorie track. And let me tell you, it was a fucking game changer, because once I started to calorie track, I just had organization built into my diet. I knew exactly how much I needed to eat. I started to track my foods, and because of that, I knew I was maintaining my physique. I have been maintaining it until now. And that's the first way. It also helps with getting your protein for the day. And it's just an amazing thing to do to calorie track. How should you calorie track? You can start by having a rough idea of the calories and macros you eat in mind. But as time goes on, I really think you should get into apps like MyFitnessPal or Macro Factor and start tracking. Here are 2 tips. If you don't know what's the calorie amount of the food, or you haven't weighed it, just guesstimate it. Guesstimate it higher than you think. It would be just a little bit so you don't overeat your calories, but that's it for those foods. And in general, just make sure you track things accurately. And the second tip is just be disciplined. There is nothing to it but to do it, as Ronnie Coleman loved to say. If you want to get the results of it, fucking do it. And then there is a second piece of advice. The second piece of advice is to do more cardio. Cardio is amazing because it allows you to eat more calories and still be on maintenance. No more explanation needed. If you want to do walk, if you don't want to do like really high intensity cardio, then you can do some walking. If you want to burn more calories, then do more higher intensity cardio. Do more running, like zone 2 running or cycling or swimming, whatever. Cycling is probably the best one for gains. And swimming is probably the worst one just because it involves the whole body and induces a lot of fatigue. But do whatever you like. And then there is the third piece of advice, and it is consume more protein and cleaner foods. The cleaner the foods you eat, the less hungry you will feel, the less you will wanna eat them. If you will do fuck ton of cardio, you might be able to pull off eating a really dirty diet like me and still maintaining a shredded physique, because I eat some Doritos and like all of these treats. But that's not because I'm a special snowflake. I just burn fuck ton of calories from cardio. If I were to not burn those calories, I would eat a really clean diet. I would eat salads and eat this kind of food. That's because the more cardio you do, the more calories you can eat. But if you don't do a lot of cardio, you can't eat too many calories. So you should spend them carefully. And you spend them carefully by eating really clean foods. And protein intake, it is for muscle maintenance and building. But more importantly, it is for TEF, thermic effect of food, the calories you eat from protein. Around 25% of the calories you consume from protein get burned just through digestion. And second, it is more satiating. And these are the main tips I can give you. And that's basically it. Bye.